Alrighty, guys, we're back at it, and we're here at Novak. Now, if you remember from my prior journeys, specifically speaking, I think third episode, because I think this one is the fourth, hopefully, or the fifth. I don't know. I low-key kind of forgot. I'll put it in the thumbnail, and I'm pretty sure you guys read it, and so that's how y'all know this is the certain episode. We're here because the sheriff, well, not really the sheriff, but the Clankers manager told us that because he was like our boss and he sent us. He told us, "Hey, gang, so the guy with the checkered jacket is there. So if you," he told the guy with the checkered jacket told him that he was going to be at Novak, and so now we're here at Novak in our journeys. And so we talked to that guy. He's trying to sell us a T-Rex. We don't want to buy a T-Rex. He gets sad. And then we asked this guy, "Hey, man, do you know a guy named Checker Jacket, because that's what he has?" And he's like, "Well, yeah, I do know a guy named Checker Jacket. And I actually remember the exact conversation we had. But, like, low key, bro, I'm not going to tell you anything. And I'm going to gatekeep this because of the fact that I have a problem. And I want you to solve it." "What's this problem, you might be asking?" "Well, like, we kind of robbed things from a certain base pretty far away. But then, like, creatures started going in there. And they started, like, low-key kind of assaulting us. And so we can't really go in there anymore. So, could you, like, go in there and take those things out?" I'm like, "Okay. Well, yeah." And so, yeah, technically, what's going on is, yeah, we're just kind of goofing off. If I'm being honest, he's just kind of sending me on his little own petty mission. At the time, I needed a good teammate, and I did not have that. I really didn't have a good teammate. If I'm not mistaken, I had that one dude that's a blonde, and the issue with him is he's not really a buff dude. And so I went and did a whole side quest for a guy named Boone that is night patrol. Now, this lady that you see in front of us, okay, I'm gonna explain Boone's lore. Boone had a wife. Nobody liked Boone's wife. Everybody hated Boone's wife. And Boone's wife suddenly disappeared and got sold to slavery the by the people. Who are the people? The slave owning people that I did not want to join with. And let's just say someone did it. We had to do detective work, and let's just say we found some pretty interesting evidence on that lady. And let's just say Boone wasn't too happy. By the way, don't talk to Victor. I haven't talked to him yet. And this actually comes into play a lot later because I just like skipped the whole Mr. House and Victor thing because I already kind of knew the plot. Anyways, um, yeah. So we talked to Boone, and Boone's like, "How do you know that that lady killed my wife?" And one of the answers is just like, "Oh yeah, man, I kind of just guessed." But no, her story doesn't add up. You can also find a bill of sale. What I mean by bill of sale is you find a literal purchase of her selling it to selling his wife to someone, and that's kind of not cool. And so, Boone kind of said, "Hey, just wear my beret whenever you walk next to her, and tell her to come to the front of the dinosaur and tell her that you have to show her something." And so, yeah, that's kind of how we got here. Maybe a little unethical, but I don't know. I feel like the Legion in general are kind of buns. I'm not here for slavery, guys. That is not cool. So that's why we kind of take out the Legion later on. Even the white-legged, which, yeah, I wouldn't judge y'all for not knowing that. But yeah, I did fight that guy. And actually, I had a really interesting encounter with him, but we'll wait till we get there. Anyways, Boone wants to join our party. I kind of don't have. You're only allowed to take one partner and one animal. Also, this is if you remember correctly, this is where the guy who was selling us dinosaurs was sitting, and so I kind of unlocked it because I wanted to see what was in here, and you best believe, bruh. By the way, I was getting radiation damage when you stand near this door, and you want to know why? Boom, bunch of rockets that have radiation on them for some reason. I'm guessing it's the glow in the dark faction. Anyways, we go back and we try to do the guy's mission. We're like, "Hey, we came here to clear you guys out." And he's like, "Oh, well, now you're gonna help us if you want to clear us out." And it's like, "Okay." Random human that pretends. And so we kind of talked to that guy, and he's like, I'm a human. I mean, I'm a ghoul, and like, I'm kind of human, but like, we don't look at that because I'm a ghoul. Anyways, we talked to this other guy, and he's like, oh yeah, what's up? Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with that guy. He just kind of came here to help us, and I kind of did push him away because he doesn't look like us because we're ghouls, and the reason we're ghouls is like we take a bunch of radiation damage, and that's kind of how we become ghouls. But like that guy's pretty smart, so we kind of kept him on the team, and now he kind of belongs to us and stuff. Not a slave. He just kind of works with us, and we'll like hype him up, and he'll become one of us and stuff. Usual things. We'll take him to space. Anyways, I've kind of like gotten visions, and like those visions tell me that we're gonna go to space because they don't attack people over there. That's pretty tough. And so, yeah, man. Um, yeah. I need your help though. Why do you need my help? Oh well, they kind of like invisible things attack us. You know? What do you mean? Yeah, yeah. Like there's just demons down there. And so yeah, we're kind of just sent to kill the demons. And I don't know, these guys are pacifists or something. They don't really do that. Anyways, so that's our mission. We go to the basement and we just kind of take out demons. The reason yeah, and in case you didn't notice, those are Nightkin that are kind of the demons. And you just kind of have to come down here and like fight the Nightkin. You also find this person, which is important to the lore because he works with the other guy. Well, I really suck at telling lore. Anyways, as you can tell, we took out a bunch of Nightkin because that's where they were hiding. They have stealth boys even though they're big, and they like go invisible and attack you. And they're really buff, so if you don't notice them, there's a really big chance they could just smack you and kill you. Anyways, so yeah, we took out all the Nightkin, and then I kind of kept searching because I was kind of curious, and I was like, oh, there might be good loot here. I will say I ended the whole run with like 20,000 caps. So in my defense, I'm a hoarder kind of. It's always how I played the Fallout games is like I'm a very bad hoarder where I have like 20,000 caps on me by the end of the game. Anyways, I explored. As you can tell, that's kind of like the boss of the whole operation, named Davidson. Sometimes I get confused on why they named these guys. Like, I don't know, they didn't like get mad at me for killing Davidson. I felt bad though. Anyways, yeah. Completely took out the Nightkin. We can go back to Jason, or we can keep exploring. If we keep exploring, we find this pretty cool. Actually, wait, no, I forgot. Okay, so why they wanted to go to the basement exactly, you might be wondering. Also, yeah, it's a pigsty down there. Why they wanted to go to the basement exactly? Well, it's because down there they have everything they need to activate what they're planning to escape with. What do you mean, Jesus? I mean, down there they have rockets, and the only way to activate these rockets is by going down there. And so, because of the fact that they had this really big dude blocking them, they weren't able to go with the rockets. Also, yeah, really cool spacesuit and space helmet, because that's their move. They're planning to go to space. Anyways, I kept exploring, found this dude, which was like the guy that was supposed to protect them, and he kind of flopped. And he's like, "Oh yeah, that kind of sucked. I kind of have a friend though, and like, she's in the prison cells, and I kind of was wondering if she was still alive. I know that she's probably not, because the group split up. But like, could you please check for me?" And I already found her dead, and it was like, "Oh well, my bad, bro." He's like, don't worry about it." He also explains what happened exactly, and he just practically goes, "Yeah, we were down here, and those guys popped up, and then we split up like a Scooby-Doo gang, and then half of us died. And yeah, we lost a lot of people." And I'm like, "How'd you survive?" "Oh, I just kind of stayed in the room and just put like booby traps everywhere. I put like bombs and like bear traps. So yeah, that's how I've been living. And then since I'm a ghoul, I just kind of eat cockroaches and drink water from like condensation, I think he said. Which all that means in complicated terms is just I drink water from the pipes because the pipes get cold, and then there's water on them, so I kind of just lick them, and then I get water. Not a good way to live. And yeah, yeah, it's a little sad to watch bro like loses. Look, yeah, I think it was like girlfriend, but yeah, he gets. But yeah, he gets happy that he's able to escape, and he's like, bye. And then we go talk to Mr. Glowman, and he was like, oh wow, incredible. I can't believe you done this. You're actually like my goat, bro. Um, and then they all just kind of put their spacesuits on. It's kind of goofy. It's just like, activate. And now they're all spaced up. And then we all walk downstairs because they're able to go down there. By the way, they took like 0 time. They just immediately went down there with the spacesuits and everything. My bad. Had to take a little break. Anyways, so yeah, they go down there. I meet up with the dude, and he's like, "Hey, man, there's just like 3 more things you could do to like help me, and then you're done. You're free, bro. I'll leave you. I'll leave this area. Matter of fact, because we're going to space, and so those other guys, yeah, there won't be any ghouls here left. So yeah." And then I'm like, "Oh yeah, wow, you're gonna use those rockets?" And he's like, "Yeah. How do you think we're gonna get to space, bro? Like, you know." Up there's radiation, but like we're already messed up from radiation, so radiation can't really do anything. Just like, okay. He's like, okay, talk to that human dude, and like tell him that, you know, yeah, tell him that we're gonna be up there. And I'm like, hey, what about the guy? He's like, yeah, yeah, man. He's really nice. That person is really kind, but like, we're ghouls and he's a person, and that's not, we can't have him coming with us because he's gonna die. And yeah, we're gonna make him a saint. You know, he's the saint that helped us, just like you. But like he's like a human though. Yeah, but like he. Oh wait, correct answer would be, but he helped you guys, and he would just be like, ah, yeah, but he's gonna die, so we're gonna leave him here. So you can tell him, but I felt like that wouldn't help anyone, I think. So I just went ahead and asked for what he needed. By the way, this guy really talks weird. I don't know. If I put his audio, I'm guessing you guys really would hate it. He's just like, hey, talk to go to the person in the middle of the desert that is kind of wearing a hazmat suit and get the thing that he has, because somehow that survived the nuclear explosion, and it's super stable because that's the only stable one in Vegas. So bring that and we'll be golden because we'll have that. Yeah, man. But yeah, just imagine that like in way more like words and way worse. Anyways, we go out and we try to find the fuel that he sent us for. He also tells us that we need another. Oh, and he also tells his backstory. He tells us that he's from the vaults and that he kind of worked near the radiation of the vault, which I don't even think there's an irradiated part, but they just kind of bullied bro. And then bro also is kind of crazy because he's like, oh yeah, I kind of like died. And they told me that I wasn't irradiated,
We
even
have
though I
everything
was.
we need to launch the rockets, Jason.
And then,
The great journey
we helped
can
them out.
begin.
We get everything done. The space people get done. They give us a little speech. And matter of fact, actually,
may the Creator guide my words and help me speak true. The Almighty Creator has seen fit to answer our prayers. The time has come for us to board the rockets and begin the great journey. Though it may seem that all humans despise us, the Creator has seen fit to instruct us.
Not now. Bye.
The journey ahead would have been impossible if not for the intercession of 2 human friends. One new, the other a long, abiding companion. To our new friend, we say thanks, and promise never to forget how he cleared from our path the demons who sought to stay our journey. But to Chris, we owe more than thanks. Chris, you have made this great journey a reality. From this moment forward, you will be remembered as the saint of the great journey. We shall never forget you. I ask that you forgive us, Chris, and give us your blessing, and we bestow ours upon you. Seekers, board the rockets. Take your seats. The great journey awaits. To the promised land we go. To the far beyond.
Hello. Hey. Hello. Hey. Hey.
Incredible like conversation of like, hey man, you're no longer gonna like come with us, and he finally explains it to him, but in like the cockiest manner of, hey man, we're just not gonna talk. The guy kind of crashes out. I feel like this is kind of like a regular thing. I feel like if I help people for a fat minute and then they were just like, hey, you're not coming, it would make me mad. Anyways, this guy tries to implement himself as like a side character for some reason. He's like, you want me to go with you and adventure the wasteland with you? And I feel like even the main character kind of gets a sense of like, hey dog, no. Because he literally says like, oh yeah, I would find it perfectly fine to be with you. And it's just like, ah, nah, you good, bro. You can go to Novak if you want. And so he goes to Novak and he leaves. Anyways, we go to the top and then we watch the incredible space race. I really do wonder if they made it to space. But the people in Novak are happy. We go back and we're like, hey man, well, I guess the dialogue hasn't really popped up, has it? Also, yeah, this guy's alive. Anyways, yeah, we took him out. Really, man? That's awesome. Benny said he was gonna go to Vegas at the tops. By the way, that's the guy's name. The checkered guy that I've mentioned throughout this whole video, but for some reason I forgot to call him checkered guy. Yeah, he's in Vegas. Anyways, people in Novak like me. This will change by the end of the game. And yeah, we leave. Old lady kind of talks to me, and then we leave. Okay, well, see you in the next video, guys. Random outro here.